Question: do front-end developers or back-end developers earn more in general? People usually get the impression that back-end folks earn more. Well, looking at raw salaries comparison often leaves people confused because they actually look for a job, since it depends on the situation. Well, to me, the key differences lie in where state management is more complex for that domain. So, for example, say game developers that are more mobile focused tend to focus on client state management a lot more than the backend. And the backend is usually a thin proxy for the database. So you can kind of expect that salaries would be higher there. On the other hand, if you're working in a bank, you can expect the backend to pay off more, since banks are more focused on security and less on the comfort of the users using the application. Obviously, I've generalized a lot, but you can kind of get the point. A good rule of thumb is that stuff is placed on the backend when application integrity and or security is important, or when the expected computing power available by the clients combined is less than that of the server. It used to be the case a long time ago, but now it's rarely the case. So otherwise, the hand client will just handle it. Note that this is not about the difficulty of the stack itself. Some may argue that doing backend is much harder than frontend, which I vehemently disagree, and are glad that developer salaries are seeing a part of a sort of a pushback to oppose that view. But I'll cover that in another podcast, and I've digressed. Anyway, the difficulty of the stack is shiny to developers, but not so much on the product side, which is only concerned about product value, which I can kind of cover in another day as well. It doesn't matter how much effort you put in your stack if it doesn't ship and earn money to give you a paycheck, does it? So yeah, it depends on the domain, but nothing can find out with a Google search and some thinking. Yeah.